Talk about sugar. I'm shaking my head because I fight this every day. I'm sure you do too. Our kids and their sugar craving, and Halloween is around the corner. I dread it because I know it is going to change their behavior and it's going to get them sick. We know sugar is connected to so many different things. I'm actually calling it one of our unlabeled drugs. But parents, stay with me here. We are united in our front to keep our kids off sugar and to have a safe and healthy low sugar Halloween. What are we supposed to do? Well, there's some parenting things you can do that are sort of subtle and help to keep our children off some of this candy. One of them is make sure they are staying well hydrated throughout the day, that they're also eating consistently, that they're getting some protein and fat at every meal or snack. It actually helps them to reduce their sugar cravings, believe it or not. So here are some of the parenting hacks that I've developed over the years in trying to get my children's sugar levels down as we get to Halloween. So first of all, sugar dollars has always worked for both the kids, and this is how we play this particular game. For the sugar they don't consume, so if they didn't eat a dessert every night, if they really paid attention to how much sugar they were getting in every day, every Friday they would get $5 because $5 meant that they sort of met their sugar budget. Now, if they broke that, they wouldn't get it, and they were allowed to use the money to get some of the fun things they wanted to get that we refused to buy. So you could create sugar dollars in your life and have that as a motivation to keep them off sugar. You can also just create a sugar budget where you decide as a family how much sugar they're allowed on any given day, and everybody has to stick to that, or the next day they lose their sugar allowance. Now, let's say you have a child that's not into that, or it's just really hard to enforce that, as I know it can be. So that's where at Halloween in particular, playing some games, mind games sometimes, but hey, they work. Taking their candy and using something like the Switch Witch. I know a lot of you have done that before, where you take their candy, you switch it out for something else they wanted or they liked, or you give it away. So that's another game you can play with your kids to keep them off sugar. This is something, it's not just at Halloween, it's all through the holiday season. And again, remember I said sugar is an unlabeled drug, and here's what happens. You take a little bit of sugar and then you want more and more and more, and those sugar cravings, before you know it, for both you and your kids, is out of control. So what do? There's some sugar hacks that I like to beat cravings. We know that anything grapefruit helps to beat those sugar cravings. Grapefruit, whether it's grapefruit oil, whether it's actually eating grapefruit juice diluted, will suppress sugar cravings. So that's something you can try and see if you or your children are receptive to that. We know drinking tea is a great strategy. Green tea in particular helps to reduce sugar cravings. Now, I know the kids aren't going to do that, but you should enjoy that. And that's a great way to keep you healthy through the holidays and out of their Halloween candy, because I know you guys go into it. All right, after that, apple cider vinegar, one of my favorites. I've talked about this for many different conditions. We know it helps to reduce sugar cravings. Now, if your children won't take apple cider vinegar, there actually are apple cider vinegar gummies that are yummy and helps to reduce the amount of sugar they're getting in. For those of you drinking apple cider vinegar, remember to dilute it. You want to do like a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to about 3 or 4 tablespoons of water. Otherwise, it can kind of burn the back of the throat. So keep that in mind as well. And last but certainly not least is the world of essential oils. This one works for the kiddos for sure. So grapefruit seed essential oil, lavender essential oil, you can rub some on their wrist, on the sides of their nose, and that often helps to reduce sugar cravings, and it calms them down as well. So they're not in this loop of candy, more candy, more candy, which drives us all crazy. If you like this video, remember I post new videos to YouTube every Thursday. Remember to like and subscribe, and stay healthy, well, and superpowered as we enjoy the Halloween season.